Hey, welcome everybody to podcast number 76. All the audience listeners and stuff, you asked for this. I hate to subjugate you guys to this, but we brought on some average league players that wanted to be a part of this, and you wanted to hear their insights and how they got into bowling, and we're looking forward to it. We got our normal panelists with us, the Wiseman twins, Dexter and Tim, and DB, the interviewer, as everybody knows him as now.
Right, yeah.
So are you guys excited for this debacle that is about to happen?
You know what? I think they're absolutely excited. Our six guys are here today. They've been absolutely just in our messenger group just going off, and they talk.
I'm pretty sure I'm out of data.
We're out of data. I apologize to you guys. We got six degenerates that we love immensely, and we're excited to have you guys here. So it's gonna be a lot of fun today. Yeah,
I'm so glad this has come together because these guys are such fans of the game and they just love the bowl. And when we threw out this idea like on Monday, all six of them immediately was like, I'm in. And the Facebook, like you said, Tim, Facebook banter. I haven't seen banter and trash talk like ever. It was pretty impressive, even for such a range of diversity of these guys. It's pretty alarming.
So, are these guys actually playing for anything, DB, or what's on the stakes here?
Yeah, I don't know. We haven't really decided what they're actually going to play for. We just thought we'd have a little fun with them and then have them throw a triple. I mean, it's still, we want to get to know these guys, right? The idea of the podcast is we're here to interview guys and get to know some people a little bit differently than we would normally. We're going to have them play 3 games, but we're also going to do some interviewing. What do you think? I mean, should we, I think they might have a little side bet on the game out there. I think maybe, how about we have a side bet?
I'm in.
Here we go.
Right? There is a little format twist we'll have out there. One of them, has requested and negotiated a handicap. So we've granted that wish. Right?
As every average league player would.
Yeah. There had to be one. In true form, he is the politician of the group. So
perfect.
I thought it was going to be the guy missing a kidney.
Yeah. They've made their own names, guys. Like, it is impressive. They're just chiming at us and just taking the piss out of us with all of our shirts and names and stuff. And these guys have made their own shirts. It is glorious. We are in for a show tonight. And they're talking about beer frames, maybe shot wheels. I don't know. We should maybe think about should we buy him a shot? We haven't seen the Sherwood wheel.
I don't mind throwing a shot wheel in there on my tab. Yeah.
Wow.
The El Presidente steps up. Look at
that.
this.
I don't mind doing. I saw
the E5 or the A5 tab.
I don't know. I saw Jaeger and mayonnaise thing on yesterday. Maybe we can add that part of it. I don't know.
Wow. Who's gonna spin it? You want me to spin it on the way by, or are you gonna come out there and spin it?
I don't mind spinning it. I'll take one for the team.
You gotta bring it out to the camera though.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
We'll do it with the intros. They're jacked, guys. They're excited. So
perfect. Well,
these guys are. There's 6 league bowlers from our Sunday night match play. We talk lots about, right? A couple of them have played in tournaments. A couple of them have made the opens before. A couple of them, their highest point was YBC back in Bantam. We've also got maybe
also still that tall.
We got a surprise performance of somebody else we've thrown a shout out to this year too about his Bantam YBC prowess that might make an appearance on the camera later. We'll see, but these guys, like the more that the people want to buy them drinks, they'll drink. So
perfect. I even think one of the guys playing tonight made a cut at one of the big WCBT events and beat a fairly high level player. So we'll throw that jab out.
One is a national champion too at the Open as well. So there is that.
Yeah, one came up with a big slogan. He has big balls, and he said it to Bruce Mortar. I remember that.
Oh man. Yeah. Okay. Well, DB, I think if you're gonna head out and intro those guys, I will slap up our patrons and do the All-Star commercial, and we'll get into this.
And Tim's gonna come spin the wheel.
Perfect.
Okay, I'll come out.
2, 3.
Yeah.
All right. Dexter. I don't know what's going to happen here, but it's going to be interesting.
Me neither, man. when Daryl was talking about this, it was like,
I love it. It's gonna be good.
we'll see how this goes. So, welcome to the ride, everybody.
Yeah. I'll slap up our patrons on the screen here real quick. If you want to become a patron of 5-Pin Universe, you can go to patreon.com/5pinuniverse. All right, it looks like DB may be ready here.
Hey, crew, here we are. Okay, so we're standing in a Sherwood Bowl in front of lanes 13, 14, and look at this lineup of these guys. They are pretty excited. But before they do this, Tim has come out with the shot wheel, so I think maybe we'll get Tim to give a little spin. Okay.
All right, guys. Well, I'll spin the shot wheel.
Pull it down, Jimmy. Pull it down. Black Death?
It is Black Death.
All right. That's a staple here at Sherwood Bowl.
There we go. These guys. Okay, let's do some introductions. Starting far left. Far left will Scott the Nerd Rice. Come on up, Scott. Stand in front of the camera, pull your mask, give us a little, hi, I'm Scott Rice.
Hey, I'm Scott Rice.
What's your average?
250-ish? I don't really know.
Scott's sounding pretty confident in himself, let's just say that. Next up, we have Chris the Ginger Hislop. Take it off.
Oh God, put it back on. Put it back
Hi,
on.
my name is Chris Hislop. I'm averaging about 246 this year, which is actually a career high. Thanks.
Oh, loser. There's Chris Hislop. We've seen him around a little bit before. Next up, our politician of the group, Robert the President Parks.
Hi, everybody. Robert Parks from Sherwood Park. My average is 212.
There you go. Robert's in. Next up, we've got Mark the Mexican Doss.
By way of the Philippines.
Hi, I'm Mark Doss. My average is 229.
Love it. Okay. Love these guys. Next up, Henry, the cancer that just won't go away, shoots.
I'm Henry. My average is 229.
If people don't know, that was the speaker we had on
Okay,
the
next
challenge.
up, we've got Charles Beer Frame Hahn.
Hi, I'm Charles Hahn. I am from Sherwood Park. I want to say hi to my kids, Olivia and Samantha. Just want to give you a shout. I'll be throwing the top balls from Northern Ireland. If you watch the rotation on these balls, guys, they're a mint. So keep watching.
What's your average?
Love you guys. What's your average? 228.9.
28.9. Okay, fellas, back on the lanes, and we'll give a little explanation of what's happening here for the rules. Okay, so folks, tonight, what we're going to do is we're going to play, each player is going to play 3 games. So they're playing for a triple. We're going to take turns. They're only going to play 1 per lane at a time. We're going to take turns bringing them to the back room, doing interviews, getting to know the bowler, asking them some questions, just like we normally would on a podcast and interviewing. After that last block, they're all going to come back. They'll play that 3rd game, and we'll have the triple. Best triple wins. I did mention before that we had somebody negotiate a handicap. So we've got Robert Parks, the president, has negotiated a 10% add-on to his score. So if he shoots a 230, then he gets an extra 23 points for a 253. So an extra 10% on his triple. He's got to earn his profit, basically. He's okay with that formula, and we're going to have some fun. So, gentlemen, we've got some shots, courtesy of Tim Wiseman. So mask up, come grab one, spread out, and have a drink.
Well, after your introduction, we will take drinks when provided.
And they say they will drink when provided.
Yeah. Cheers, boys. Which soy sauce in your eye?
Keep her on the lanes, boys.
In between the ditches.
Jump it on his bag. Whose bag? That's my bag. You got.
Not my bad.
That is not a good shot.
No, it's not. It's soy sauce and vodka.
I have regrets.
So first up, we're going to interview Chris Hislop and then Henry. We'll see you guys in a sec. You guys can just play your game. We're going to monitor our time. At the end of the second game, it'll rotate. At the end of the second game, end of the game, we'll do it.
Last year, TP.
Perfect. DB handled that well. I'm actually pretty surprised.
That was awesome.
Oh man. Well, I hope those guys have fun. I think the 3-game format's kind of cool. Robert Parks gets that 10% top off. Good for him.
And the guy can play though. Like he's super smooth. He has if he gets the ball past his feet, he's got the ability to throw tons of huge games. So yeah.
Oh. Yep, it is, Brett.
Yes.
People don't know Henry's gone through cancer a few times and gone through a lot of surgeries, keeps battling, and he's one of the most upbeat human beings ever, by far.
Yeah. Every time he beats it, he just keeps going. Doesn't let it get down. So
Yeah. Oh, we lost the interview booth.
did we?
How's it going, DB?
Oh, I love it.
Back.
They are stoked and ready to go and can't wait. So it's fun. I love the shirts.
Yeah, that's a nice ad that they did.
Right? Yeah. Scott Rice probably seems the most confident out there, I'm going to say.
No,
Yeah.
no, I play with Charles all year. I mean, he's either really good or really bad. So
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, just chirping at the guys. Love it. So I think we've got Chris Hislop coming up first for a little interview. Chris has been how long has he been playing? We'll find out here, but Sherwood Park for a good 35 years. Heck of a good guy and loves the bowling. Kids are bowling. Wife comes from bowling, so great guy.
I'm sure he'll explain, but he was actually one of the gentlemen that's won a gold medal at Open Nationals. So
Right. Yes. Open Nationals, right?
Yep.
Nice.
He was a rookie at age 40, was it, or something like that?
Late 30s for sure.
Oh, yeah. Didn't quite win Rookie of the Year. Some jerk beat him, but
Well, he has to play enough frames, I think, right? So
Is he there now, Kerry?
yep, he is here. We'll bring him in.
Yeah.
Let's minimize these guys over here.
whoa.
How's it going, Chris? Can you see it? Can you hear us?
Is there volume control?
No, deal with it.
Really choppy here, boys. But hey,
You're 40. Yeah.
Yeah. You're getting up there in age.
no, it's like you sound all robotic.
Is it getting better?
That's how we sound all the time.
Yeah. How's it going out there? You excited for this?
No idea what
with the
you
guys? Should we bring them to the back?
Yeah, we might
Just bring him back.
Have him go sit with you, Daryl. You're not using a headset, right?
No.
I could send it back. Yeah, hold on.
All right, let's bring up the bowling here again. Anything ecstatic going on?
Well, Rob Parks is sucking like normal.
I love the fact that Gino's saying Palmer should be playing. You're right. Well, let's get some. We'll do another one of these. Sign up for it. Maybe a little ladies competition. Hey, get some of the ladies of Sunday nighters out to play one night. Tim. Oh,
I agree. We can do that. Honestly, we got Charles. I mean, he has. I mean,
yeah. Charles can play both sides. In other words.
yeah, he could. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, look at Amy and Kathy could probably be all part of it too, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're on.
Mark is crushing it right now.
I know. Well, he's actually out of work now, right? Because Trump laid him off, right? So he needs all the money from the side pot right now. So
Oh no. Oh man.
we might get both these guys back here at the same time.
Well, why don't we get both of them back?
Here's Mr. Hislop, so we'll come sit here. We'll get him far enough away from me that we can get the camera going and do our social distance thing.
Take the mask off.
Yeah, you bet. Take the mask off.
Not that anyone wants to see this anyway.
We're live here with Mr. Chris Hislop.
Hello.
There we go. Can we see him? He is here. You guys don't need to see me. You're good there.
Yeah, we can see him. We can hear him.
I can hear you guys now. It's great.
Perfect.
Yeah, a little choppy out there, was it?
Oh, it's brutal.
So, Chris, what's you excited for this, or what was the thoughts when we said, "Hey, we want to bring some Sunday leaguers out to come and play a match"?
Well, honestly, it's about time I got on the podcast, but I haven't accomplished anything beforehand to justify it anyways.
Well, don't be hard on yourself. You've got a couple of wins out there. The guys before you came on here, we were talking about something about a national gold medal.
Yeah, my one minor claim to fame. Open 2016 Open mixed team national gold. Had a pretty good team to go with there and good coaching.
Who was on that team? Remember?
We had Matt Schultz, myself, Mike Lecoussier, Michelle Hoyle, Melissa Worrell, and Rose Giglia. And Casey Campbell was our coach.
So mixed team, eh? Okay.
Mixed team.
Mixed team. They'll take the win where you can.
Hey, first time to make it, and with that group of people, it was I couldn't ask for a better team.
Fun.
Absolutely.
Now, Chris, tell us. I mentioned that you've been bowling YBC. You started many moons ago. Give us, where did it start? Where you started bowling 35. Your kids are now bowling. Your wife is from bowling. So I just want to get to know you a little bit. Tell us a little bit about Chris Hislop.
So my start came, my cousin Rob, who is the president. Him and I spent a lot of time as kids. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Him and I spent a lot of time together as kids, and his parents bowled. So whenever we were there, we'd go to the lanes and throw balls. I didn't join the league till about 4 years old, though. So I'm entering my 39th year of bowling.
Wow, good for you.
Long time.
Now, some YBC days. Any titles there? Any provincial champion? Where did we go there? There's some good group of guys that were, like you said, the Scots, and they're out here playing. The other Scots and stuff. I mean, that was some good times. And
yeah. We had a good team back in my bantam year. It was in 1989. For some of you weren't even born yet for that one. But it was myself, Zenon Popple. Dad was the coach. I don't remember that name, but that's a blast from the past. Scott Parsons, who does the bingo tune stuff. Tony Muller, who back then went by Anthony. And then Ian Strachan, I think, was the other bowler on that team. And we went to nationals also in Regina, like the Open Mixed team won, and we came silver that time.
Yeah.
Now, do you just play Sunday Night League right now?
I do now, yeah.
And you've started to play a little bit of the cash tournaments. I mean, the TPC, when it comes, you'll play that. Is that sort of the bucket list, or what do you want to accomplish with bowling? Are you just happy being a Sunday leaguer type of thing, or you got a bucket list? And I know your kids are coming up. What do we want to do here, Chris?
Well, the bucket list at the time was just to be competitive again, because the last time I bowled in Thursday Night League at Sherwood Park, I was averaging like 217, which the last time I did that, I was a junior. So I was kind of feeling the pinch on like enjoying the game versus wanting to keep going or just give it up altogether and just be a fun bowler. So I decided to join the Sunday Night Match Play League about, I want to say, a dozen years ago or so. And ever since, just pushed myself to be better and started talking to the guys, and the league itself was getting better too. And then I just eventually joined Masters to coach because my kid was bowling.
Yeah.
My oldest one started bowling, and I was like, I want to coach him and help him out. He loved the game as well. And it just started from there and kind of pushed myself. And then the cash tournaments, that choice was between Masters and the cash tournaments. So I made the choice to do the cash tournaments because at least I had a chance to win money. Haven't succeeded too much on that one yet, but still pushing myself even at the advanced age of 30 plus.
Well, there's still lots of time. Tim Dex, do you guys remember the first time you would have, the Chris Hislop days?
Yeah, I remember Chris. I mean, a skinny little redhead. Now he's a little pudgy little fart. But now he's a Four Eyes, right? But Scott and Brennan Estelle back in the days with Rob Parks with his bowl cut back in the days. It was different back then. I guess we're kind of the end of the generation of all the YBC bowlers. that we kind of grew up together, right? It was a lot of fun. They treated us very well, and they were mentors to us back in the day. We had a lot of fun with that. I remember in 97, I think it was, you guys got bronze, I think, that year, and I think we got bronze, or 98 or something. We got gold, and you guys got bronze at provincials one of those years.
Well past my YBC days.
It was 97 then, maybe. I think it was. I think it was. That's what I remember the most. I think back in those. I'm just going to date you a long time old with that, but I remember that. Yeah.
My last year, we had a chance to go, but this punk kid out of Calgary named Adam Weber was on the Chinook team that helped defeat us.
So speaking of Adam, your claim to fame is I remember back in 2019 you decided to throw a ball away in open provincials to give him singles, and you decided to give him singles, which actually led him to go to nationals, because so you can. Kerry probably has a little bit of hate on for that, because if you actually decided to go for that corner, Kerry would have won open provincials, national champion, provincial champion, and Freddie probably hates you for that too. So there's at least a couple people here that really hate you for that, Chris. So
Freddie and I, ginger connection, we're good.
Yeah, I don't know. I know that he didn't talk to us for a while because of I said Freddie, but. Because he logged out on a comment, but that's about it. But it was a good time. I mean, bowling is all about connections, right, and relationships. So it's been a good time.
You were off a little bit. It wasn't a corner pin I was going for. I went strike 5 in 10, and my ball was coming back down the gutter. So and we were the last ones to finish, and the tournament was over. I knew I was on the men's team. Mm-hmm. I was just like, well, whatever. I didn't know where I was sitting. I just knew I was in the top 6.
So you're making it sound worse for you. So that's great.
It's terrible. Oh no, best part is my wife Helena was sitting there too, and she's like, "Should I tell him? Should I not tell him?" And then after I threw the ball, she goes, "I knew I should have told you because you just cost yourself." And I was pissed about it at the time, but at the same time, I finally made the men's team. So it was kind of a double-edged sword. I was just as happy just because I finally.
No, that's fair. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, I pitched it and threw the 5 out, and all I needed to do was, try and hit the middle, and I probably keep Adam from winning a 3rd or 4th national title.
Yeah.
So, you're welcome again.
Well, there's many left, and we know that this sport doesn't have an age. We see guys like Gino Zebarth who's on here, and he's doing okay for himself. I don't know, what's Gino now? 70, 75, something like that? Gino?
Tired.
Yeah. Hi, Gino. Anyways, let's give you a minute here to give a plug to your kids. I know that as a super proud dad, your kids are both in bowling, and that just makes the heart melt. They're both doing, exceptional at their ages. Give a little. Tell us where they're doing.
It's tough to quantify those two because Brady came out basically as soon as he could walk, and he was watching us bowl. He just absolutely loves the game and has never wavered from it. He's actually practicing right now. As soon as he found out we were coming here, I knew he was going to want his stuff. But he's had some pretty good success as well. He was always like the city high average for his age group up until his first year junior. And even this year, he's got a shot at it again. But there's, one of the kids out of Bonnie Doon who's just thrown lights out. So I think he might have to wait another year for that one. But he's just everything he does. He loves this game. He'll throw ball after ball after ball. We have to drag him out of here. Right now he's averaging, I think, 180 or 181, 11 years old, or 12 years old, sorry, now. And he won national bronze 2 years ago in Sudbury. Or not Sudbury, not Sudbury. I can't think where it is now.
Surrey.
Sure.
Yeah.
What,
it was Ontario. I just can't think of where.
What about your favorite kid?
Oh, Adamson. He's got such a character and charisma about him that his last couple of weeks ago, he threw his personal best at 6 years old. He threw a 224. He went corner spare, corner miss, turkey to start the game, and out of all those 6 shots, his worst one was a 6. He could have had 6 in a row. So
yeah,
he was pretty
awesome.
bad about that one.
Yeah, love it.
Yeah.
Well, good stuff, Chris. We'll let you go now. We got our next guy in line ready to go. They're in the 7th, and you got a game coming up. So thanks for this.
See if I can stiffen up for it.
We'll see you some more there. So go do your jumping jacks. We'll see you in a bit.
Thanks, guys.
Pace of play, Chris. Pace of play.
Yeah.
I got that. I'm a Weber I am the pace.
Yeah, go slower down. Yeah. Fellas, you ready for the next guy? We have a beauty coming in.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yep.
Hey man.
I wanted to say my kid's already bowled a perfect game, so I don't know what Chris's issue is.
How much? Hey, how much money did he make? How much money did he make?
How much do I make?
How much money did he make off his perfect game?
Oh, he has never bowled a 400, so why would he put his money in?
Yeah. What?
Yeah, I hate money too, Henry.
I love how Henry comes in here and he starts with the kid. Hey, I'm proud of my kid. Let's get that out of the way
I mean,
first.
let's be honest. Chris's interview was a little slow. Like, nobody wants to listen to Chris's
7
highlights.
trains. Let's go.
I don't have any highlights, so we could just skip right over all of that.
Yeah. How long have you known Henry for, guys? He's been a Sunday night league match play for 20 years?
Yeah, I think I started bowling. Actually, I started bowling when I was 7. And my mom, I was in Prince George at 5th Ave. And my mom was one of the coaches, and she actually gave me the trophy, and she gave me a kiss when I got the trophy. And everybody was like, ooh, and then I got embarrassed and quit bowling. I didn't bowl until I was 20.
Yeah.
My mother, I tell you.
But so, now, I mean, you bowl lots. I mean, I know you bowl multiple leagues. Your kids are bowling too, and your kids are working.
My kids, 3 of my kids work here. So, yeah, this is pretty much home for me.
Yeah.
You wouldn't know it. I'm not like Dexter where, it's like I own the lanes and I bowl really good. That's not how I am.
I don't bowl all that good very often.
Yeah, you've competed. You competed in the leagues and the match play, and you're always a guy that you're not going to give up. Like somebody said here, I think Palmer, worst attitude in bowling. I mean, completely far. I mean, opposite of us, he's being very facetious, but
it's true.
You are one of the best guys here and compete, and you're good. What's some of the high scores? You ever remember some of these memorable matches?
I bowled 378 3 times.
That's it. That's
it. Never bowled a 400.
Wow.
So
I can see it.
Yeah,
I mean, Gerald's response, that's it.
You're going to be a fat guy in this sport to bowl good, so.
Yeah, you have a really great diet plan. I get it.
Be a little bit more.
Yeah, leader of the chirps.
Yeah. I don't even know what my high quad is. I'm not I enjoy my bowling. To me, it's my social night out. Like people that don't bowl, like competition wise. I mean, I know you guys are all pretty decent, but I'm okay. I'm probably a little better than average, but I just enjoy the chirp and that's bowling to me. If you're not chirping somebody, you're not bowling.
Yeah. Now, I mean, this is Henry here. That's somewhat serious. Obviously, has dealt with a little bit of health issues over the last couple of years. The guys in the group, I know that means a lot to you too. When the shirts, insist there, and the Superman and whatnot. So we're super happy.
The highlight, like honestly, was the night I was in having surgery. They're taking a tumor out of my head, and I was into the hospital Friday the 13th. Saturday morning, I had surgery, and by Sunday match play, everybody in the league was wearing Superman shirts. So that's my highlight. I mean, honestly, there's nothing else that gets any better than that. And it was a big, it's a family to me. So that's why I come back.
You are absolutely loved in this place, man. There's no question about that. Even if you have a hard time keeping clothes on.
I don't know what you're talking about. Nobody watched that podcast anyways. You guys got to liven it up a little bit more.
Hey,
I think we're going to have no more shots. I can't drink those, but that bowling is, if you don't bowl and you don't know bowling, I mean, everybody in bowling, there's just a little something wrong with everybody. There's just a little tweak with everybody. It's not, and we're all the same. Everybody's got a little tweak, a little bit of
we sure do.
kookiness or whatever. But it's that's bowling. That's why we're all here.
Just to Scotty Barber, appreciate the question. What we brought on tonight was actually there's the camera guys. We brought on tonight 6 of our Sunday night match play league bowlers. Some would call them average, some would call them above average, some would call the guy in front of the camera below average. We wanted to change things up a little bit. We lined up a guest speaker that fell through, so we changed the date. And just a great opportunity to jump on 6 of the greatest, funnest guys that bowl on Sunday night. So we're doing a little showdown challenge with them and just having some fun.
It's pretty much 6 of the worst trash talker guys on. Yeah. I mean, Palmer can almost be included in that, but we don't let Palmer hang around with us too much. We kick him out after YBC's done. So
he's not part of our cohort, right?
No, we got to keep it, tight.
Yeah. What is bowling? What do you want to do? Like, is there any tournament you want to make? Is there just want to keep bowling league and having fun? What do you? Is there competitive juices or what?
I want to be competitive. I'm just not. I'd love to be. Yeah. I mean, I could probably beat Chris and Parks. That's but that's not really saying much or anything, right? And Charles, Jesus Christ. You give him a couple beers, and we know he's not going to do anything. So, really, I think my chances tonight are really good. But outside of tonight, I don't know. My average has gone up probably every year since I bowled for 20 years. So I started at $160. I'm like, 200 now. Yeah. Maybe by the time I get to Gino's age, I'll be a pretty good bowler. I don't know. Who knows?
You just got to start complaining, Henry.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. Well, you're good here, man. We're there's a side bet on the line.
Mm-hmm.
You have been chosen. So
what's the side bet?
Yeah, we're not going to tell you.
You can't tell me. Yeah. Don't worry. It'll come. Yeah.
Go get yourself ready. These guys are almost done game 1. I'll come out and grab the guys ready for the next game.
Yeah, I got to stretch.
Dexter's already on the way.
I am the oldest one in this group.
Yeah. Who's next, DB?
We got Scott Rice and Mark Doss, buddy.
Beautiful. Sounds good.
Advantage. I am the oldest in the group. Like, I don't know why Parks gets a handicap and I don't.
Yeah.
Don't you think I should get something?
Maybe you've dealt with some few things.
I have 2 different cancers. I think that's worth a couple pins too.
Okay.
Anybody vote for me?
Yeah. You got 30 seconds.
Come on.
How much of a handicap? What should Henry get?
At least 5%. I mean, if Parks is at 10, I could get
Kathy.
How much does a kidney cost?
I don't know, but I've only got one, so I got to keep it. I can't. I got another one at home with stuff.
Kathy says you.
Yeah, of course she does. I'll remember that. You're not my will anymore, Kathy.
Have fun. We'll see you out there in a bit.
Oh man.
Gents.
Yeah.
Love it. What a good night for these guys to have a couple of pops and throw some balls. Anything going on in those games out there? How's the 10% handicap doing? So reminder there, Robert Parks gets a 10% add-on to his triple.
Dexter's just fixing our score overlay here so we get to see the updates.
Oh, Parks at 153.
153. Extra 15 sticks, though, guys.
That's not good. That's only a 168.
Yeah. Just to go to show, there's so many leagues across Canada and any sport and cohort or whatever you're doing. The long timers and the family and the relationships that you build by doing this year after year after year is just it's irreplaceable. It's awesome to see that these guys are staying this good of friends so many years, right? That's what bowling does. Like you said, there's lots of many leagues out there that have that cohort, so it's cool. The friends.
Yeah, no, it's pretty amazing to see, especially like the Sunday night match play league. They have this group of guys that are, like you said, not the low 200s, the 220 area, and they're all playing together and they're all competitive and they all like trash talking each other. And I think that's the best part about bowling is you can have that atmosphere and nobody takes offense to it, right? That's part of the sport.
Totally. Scott Rice just blew one by on the side there. Hey, see that? He had a triple or something coming home.
239, yeah.
Yeah, wow. He could have had a huge lead there. I did mention to Henry that we were all betting on a guy. Who are we taking here?
Well, I'm not taking Rob.
Yeah,
do you know what? I want to take Mark Doss.
I got Henry because I just kind of threw him. Said somebody's got you, so I got you, bud. I got you.
I'll take Mark Doss.
Well, I'll take the Ginger Hislop then.
Ooh, okay.
Well, he buckles under pressure. You should know that.
Who's Dexter? Dexter's got Charles or Scott. I don't know what did Charles do that game.
I don't know, but Charles actually looked half decent.
Well, look at Hislop. Hislop's gone and changed his shirt.
Yeah, why did you change his shirt? That's bad juju. After Doss did it, yeah.
He's throwing down some. He's the guy who has his own shirt.
I know, but what a poser.
Think they're ready for another shot wheel or something?
Oh man. Get these guys going. There we go.
Any tournaments or anything happening out there, Tim? Nothing, eh?
No, nothing out in Alberta now. No, I know Dexter went out to Dawson Creek and bowled out there, and he came in. He came in second, I believe, out there in the doubles with Morgan Burdock. So
yeah, there were some good people from Northern Alberta. I saw Steve Petrovich and some of the guys that went.
Yeah, you know what? And they said they had a blast out there. And Hypertension Lanes out there has great scoring out there.
Yeah,
and he said honestly it was beautiful little center out there. I think it was 12 lanes. And he said, highly recommend it, guys. You're up in Northern Alberta, you can make that trip. Go out there. They're great riders out there. Yeah, he said it was awesome.
Well, that's good. There's lots of neat little centers in some rural towns that offer some cool tournaments. So that's nice.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah,
we got a new guest here with us.
Is it Will or is it Scott?
I was gonna start with that. It says before I introduce this in the wrong way, I want to make sure that I get it right.
It's Scott for bowling.
Scott Rice is another one of the YBC from the 80s guys that's bowled with the Chris Hislop mentioned there in the days.
And I do need to shout out to Chris Hislop. Great inspiration to all bowlers.
Because at 40, he can be good.
He's come back from a knee injury. He's got kids. He's still here. You know what I mean? Inspiration to everybody.
I'm pretty sure Scott Rice might have his name on a plaque out there of a 400 bowled at Sherwood Park.
A couple of times maybe.
Yes.
Over the years.
Yes. So Scott, when did you start? Tell us your beginnings of bowling days. And
my start was even before I came. I moved to Sherwood Park in grade 1, but probably a lot of people don't know my grandparents owned an alley out in Richmond, BC, Shelmont Lanes. So about 4 years old, I started bowling there. Both my parents met there in league. So I started pretty young, hanging around bowling alleys. It's closed now, shut down, not even there. They knocked it down, but whatever. How it is, I guess, these days.
That's how bowling goes.
Yeah, it's been Richmond, it's all high rises now, so I'm pretty sure it's a gigantic building at this point. And then one of the great things was when we moved out here to Sherwood Park, we joined YBC. My parents got involved coaching and volunteering, and so just slid right back into sort of the same old that we had out there, which was kind of nice to have a pre-built community to kind of like drop into, as far as something to do as a new kid to town.
And so tell me about this 400. I mean, did you have a 400 or 401? We want more claim to fame. We want to boost the guy
let's see.
Here.
I think I threw my first 400 in my second last year of seniors. So it would have been about a 401.
Yeah.
Back in, I don't know, a million years ago. And I think I've thrown 2 or 3 since.
Mm-hmm.
So I think my last one was about 3 years ago. I think I threw a 415. Yeah. That was one of my low points. Started out with 9 out of the gate and then went up and threw a chop spare and 10. And it didn't end the way it should have, but closest I've been to a perfect game.
Kind of like that game there that you just finished playing. What happened? You were 239, but something happened at the last couple.
Well, I threw some strikes to finish up because I didn't want to be at the bottom of the barrel and lose to Rob Parks. But no one wants to lose to Rob Parks. I'll tell you that right now. And now I've known the guy.
Yeah.
100%.
Scott, we have a question here. You guys are talking like you're the big trash talkers. Who do you hate out there the most? Who's your enemy?
Who out there the most? That's a tough call. You can't hate. You love to hate these guys because you've known them for a million years. It's got to be Rob. I mean, obviously everybody loves to hate Rob, but he's also the biggest trash talker out here. So he's got my asthma medication. He's listening in right now. He can't even leave me alone when I'm on a podcast webcast here. Like, you can't even leave me alone. You guys are already still over there doing it. But I know, as much as we trash talk, I would have to say that I've known these guys longer than anybody else in my life, and we definitely all like to give each other a hard time. even when it's not so appropriate. And that's sometimes how we get through the tough stuff, is we give each other a rough time about everything. That's what it is.
Now, what do you want to do in bowling? Is there any desire? I mean, you want to make some cuts? You want to play some cash tournaments? Do you want to just stay in the league on Sunday nights? Are you cool with that? Like, which is fine, but just what?
Like a lot of guys, I think I took a little bit of a pause on the more than one night a week when I had my daughter. She's 13 now, so I'm kind of coming out of that. That's why one of the reasons Chris is such an inspiration. Keep plugging that. He talked me into, this was the year we picked that I would bowl the same tournaments he would. We would go, we would compete, and then COVID. So I'm back to Sunday nights for one a week, which is also the reason I give Chris a tough time, because he bowls and commits a lot more than me, and I still average just a little more than him for a lot less effort. So, just add to the trash talk a little bit.
Love it. Now, didn't you and Chris? There's another belt here that you guys could be wearing. A doubles tournament somewhere along the line.
Oh, yeah. So Chris and I have cashed in a lot of TPC doubles tournaments that I don't remember.
Yeah, and nor do a lot of the other people that come and play those Friday night TPC doubles, right?
Yeah, those TPC doubles are a lot of fun. It's a great time to socialize, and it's money. So last couple of times, Chris and I have placed in the top couple and made some good money. We're also, the year before that, though, also threw a perfect game and didn't make the cut. So, you win some, you lose some. I mean, if you want to talk about a low light, it's, bag out for a perfect game and then miss the cut by 50. I mean,
that happens pretty often.
That's a common theme, even in the individual side of things. So it's not a big deal.
Yeah, no, but it was sad because, I was really excited because we threw a perfect game and then it turned out we didn't make the cut anyway. So it was sad.
That wasn't your fault. That was Chris's fault, though.
Oh, if you ask Chris, yeah, he'll agree. It's all his fault when we don't make the cut. I'm pretty good at no tap. No tap's my thing. If you watch my last game, you'll notice I threw a lot of corner pins and didn't spare them all. No tap's
You have one of the highest quads we've had on Sunday match, though. Didn't you shoot almost 1,400 that one week?
Yeah. So, funny story. I drove back from Marmot Basin skiing for a day and drove straight to the hill in my snow pants. And then, through 1394.
Yeah.
Yeah. People weren't like, I don't know. I was happy. I don't really remember a lot of it. I just kept throwing. It was just natural. I was pretty tired, but just kept going. And I don't know where it came from. Haven't done it before. Haven't done it since. But no, that was definitely a highlight. I mean, not too often you throw almost 1,400 for a quad.
I've always said, out of all the bowlers that doesn't compete in Edmonton, I've always said that Scott probably has the most talent that hasn't been able to be untapped. But I just think, well, no, Mark's definitely not that. But
wow, but you're gonna hear Doss 20 feet.
I heard Doss back there laughing his ass off. But Scott,
that's very kind. That's very kind.
But honestly though, Scott, like you play phenomenal and you just don't play anything. And like every year I keep on asking you, and he's like, well, I got skiing, I got everything else I got to do. I got kids. Like, well, now, like, maybe you got to play something, right? And everything you play, he always play well. I just, I know there's other priorities.
When I get to 55, then I can really shine, right? Is that the age? I don't know.
Well, 50.
Oh,
That's when you start playing senior.
Ask Gino.
That's Gino. Jesus.
I just know he's online, so it's good to take a dig. So what's going on in the match out there? How do you feel? Anybody lighten up the start here? They've sure kind of come to a grinding halt, eh?
I'm feeling better about that.
Robert Parks. I saw Jan Amon mention that Parks is a hot mess.
5-5, 5-5. Yeah, that's the part we're looking for. That's for sure.
Maybe it's because he's bowling left-handed. Right?
I know Hislop tried to intimidate us with his WCBT shirt or whatever that is. There, he's got there going on.
He kind of bailed on your nickname shirts pretty quick there.
Well, that's Chris. Not always following the crowd. Still an inspiration though.
Oh, he took this. He must have known you were back in your
there's one thing you know about me, it's I'm a big Chris Hislop fan. My neighbor and his kids.
Aren't we all?
So it's all good. Is that Henry in no shirt?
yeah, there it is.
Oh my
I'm glad I'm back here right now. I don't think I'm back out there anytime soon.
We've got
Oh my
topless. Wow.
You guys are losing the license here or something.
No.
That's great.
Did he
Well,
make it?
Yeah.
Oh, he cleaned his wood. It's all good. It was worth it.
Wow. Told you I might go sideways. Yeah. No, Steve.
Yeah.
No, Steve. 50's not too old to compete. You're the reigning champ right now of the match. So absolutely not. And that's what we're trying to say is that you're not too old and you can keep playing. And I'm trying to save myself here, brother. So yeah, no, 50's good. I'm getting closer to that too. So I'm with Scott. If I might play Masters again when I'm 55. So I'm in.
50.
Sure. 50 for Masters?
50 senior Masters is 50.
Champions Tour. I'm in. 50.
Sounds good.
Yeah. We'll bring
They're still playing 8 games though. None of this like less game crap. Still 8 games.
Still a game.
That's fine.
Okay. Love it. Okay, Scott. Well, thanks for coming and playing along with us.
Jeff, you're not usually one to complain about strippers.
You put it back on. He's fine.
Like Tim mentioned, he did say that, you are one of the better bowlers that doesn't compete. And that is true. We've known each other for a year or two.
Yeah.
And it'd be great to see you out on circuit on WCBT, coming and joining with Chris. You got lots of friends out there. We'd love to see you come and play on tour and get involved more.
Thank you. Well, I'm gonna give up my spot to another longtime bowler.
Is there a booster seat there?
No, I'm asking you a kick and ball return.
Yeah. Thanks, Scott. Okay, guys, we got a good one coming in. Okay, here we go. We got Mr. Mark Dodd coming in.
What's up, everybody?
MC Dodd. Right?
Yeah. How's it going, man?
Good, great to be here.
We're loving your name tags.
You know what? I had to bring it out. We can't afford those fancy shirts, so I had to, to do something, right? So,
you used work paper to make those, I'm assuming.
Hey, shh.
Mark Doss has bowled for a few years. Mark, where did you get your start? Where?
You know what? I didn't start like as early as everyone did, right? I didn't start till I was probably 13 or 14. It was probably back in the day. Like, I don't know if you guys remember Coral Bowling Alley. So essentially, really, where it started, my dad used to bowl in a Filipino league. So actually, there was a Filipino league back then. There was, and as I said, being a young kid, just hang out and then just bowl on the side, and then just picked it up, and I picked some youth bowling at the old Edmonton Bowling Center. I don't know,
EBC, remember EBC guys down on the side? Wow.
Yeah, so that's where I started my youth bowling, and that's where it kind of started. Yeah, for sure. So
I remember bowling the early days of the inter-rep or the rep city back in the day, and Mark Doss would be a little bit of competition for this old guy, and we'd both be 229 averages going at things, and
I still have a 229 average. So just that.
You have one of the smoothest shots I've seen. I don't know. You just don't have it mentally. I don't know.
You lose it after a while, right? Daryl and I used to compete lots, and I actually speaking Daryl and I used to be like the top bowlers, and I can actually say that. But I mean, that was 25 years ago, I guess. But even though that was my highlight, but it was fun. Like I think that was the great. And as I said, Scott said the same thing. Kids happen, you go through a life change. It doesn't become your priority. Once a week doesn't happen, if so, right? But no, thanks, Dex. But I love the game.
You've got so much talent, that's for sure.
We have a score alert here. Mr. Parks has his first game beat in frame 7.
Do you see Hislop in frame 5? He goes 5-deuce. 5-deuce on a strike. I want to pull that out there.
Mark, I want to pitch the same question to you. Who do you hate the most out there? Who's the guy that you don't really want to ever play against?
It's funny. I hate all the Sherwood Park boys. The reason why is because we used to compete against these boys, Hitslop, Scott, and even Parks, even Derek Bradley. Like all these guys, I hated these guys. We used to hate those. But I hate the most, but I love the most is Henry.
Yeah.
Well, we noticed that in group text today.
Yeah.
You made him leave.
Yeah. I don't know if you like the nickname that I gave him, but it is fitting for what he went through.
Now, remember some of your highlights here and match play leagues and some of these memorable matches? What's a high score for Mark? Like, are we talking a 280 or are we talking a 450? What have we had, man?
It's very limited. My resume is not as prominent as long as the people in the panel here, but no, I have a couple 400s here in Sherwood Park. I've been lucky there. I mean, obviously, I don't have a lot of big scores at all. I mean, it's funny. My game is like, I don't score a lot. Oh my God. I knew that was going to happen. That damn cancer guy. So, and I told him, and he heard me. I know he heard me. I said I hate him and he does something during my interview. So he knew it. So anyways, no, not much of a highlight. I did a lot of match play. It was fun. Like a lot of that I enjoy, but yeah, I don't know.
And still do. I mean, the match play, I mean, that's a regular, that's Sunday nights. Sure. It's what I do. It's what I've done. You're going to keep doing it.
Yeah, for sure.
And one of the best teammates that are out there, obviously positive attitude.
You call it
sometimes,
yeah.
I don't think I could ever have Mark on my team because of his positive attitude.
Yeah. Well, I like to inspire my team, but Dex takes it the other way. I don't know. He bowls terrible when I inspire him.
Every time he sits there and tries like, come on, Dex, one good shot, Dex. Let's go through a strike, Dex. I punch every single time, and that son of a bitch knows it.
Yeah, that's for sure. But,
so what does bowling? What was it? What do you got left? Do you want to compete? Do you want to play in any tournaments, or you're cool with this? I mean, I'm talking maybe the green and gold, like or some of these interprovincial. That would be a great one for you to play the IP tournament.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
No, I totally agree. No, I did those. Yeah, those little POAs or whatever, or even those like those little what do you call it? Those for those little tournaments to get into the big tournaments. Those are fun. Those satellites. I love those satellites. I want a couple satellites to just get into the TPC, but even that's a great experience. Like I haven't bowled as much. I'd love to get back into it and just take a lot of time. I mean, it's amazing. I love watching, especially the latest 5-pin, or the WCP, like all those tournaments or matches. I love it, right? Yeah. And like just watching even Dex like last one was just amazing what he threw and just how the game was. It just, that's why I made these shirts. I love you guys. I made sure all you guys are taken care of. I got Care will never be forgotten. Tim is my idol. Daryl will always be the man, right? And Dex is my universe. Right? Right? So, I give you guys in the panel. I had to inspire you guys, so that's why.
There's somebody who can print a shirt for you if you really want it, right?
And you know what? You all know I'm not Mexican. I don't know where that damn came from. I'm Filipino. Okay. So, yeah, I have a mustache. I do like Dex. Like, man, you look more Mexican before. I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Like, really? It does. It does. But now, it's an ongoing joke for a long time. People are calling me Mexican, but really, I am Filipino. And there's a lot of let's say a lot of Trump jokes that led into what my race is, I guess.
Oh no! This is another one of the best chirpers on the Facebook or the Messenger group. That's not afraid of crossing the line a little bit. So one of the better guys out there, and a lot of good comments. Obviously, people in the comments that Mark is a long-time bowler in the Edmonton area. Kind and nice to everybody. We love having you at Bowl here, and I know the Wisemans love having you at Sherwood Bowl, and keep on going. You're one of the all-time greats, pal.
Thanks, buddy. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Mark.
Yeah, no, I said again, you guys do a great job in this podcast. I love hearing it. So you guys just keep it up because it does bring the bowling back. I mean, we've never had this
What's
before.
Ginger? Ginger's got a 5-bagger and he pitched, or what'd he do there?
Yeah, I not 3-pin, but let's see if he picks a deuce on this one again.
But look, he had 100 at the half. No, he did. He had like 60 in the fifth.
I think Chris shot like 8 strikes this game for 260.
Oh, that's true.
He knows somebody's got us on live out there. They can hear us. We know he's probably up in his.
And he needs 5 to beat Parks. Oh, he got
it. Parks got an extra 20, extra 260. Oh, that's a big gainer. Yeah. Wow. Anyways, Marky boy, we appreciate your time.
Thank you guys for sure.
You're a legend. Keep on going, and we hope to see you around.
And I hope we can bring diversity to bowling, please. Thank you.
All right, I'll go grab the other guys.
So I do want to point out, Gino. Gino mentioned that about Jerry Budnick. It was 5-year anniversary yesterday of Budnick passing away. So I do want to, yeah.
He's had a big inspiration on all of us. He was definitely a big part of the community here and in all of, Edmonton for sure, and Alberta for teaching masters and stuff. And anybody who actually watched the match that we aired last night for WCBT, the bowling balls I was using, those are Jerry's old Cyclones, and they kind of have a nice little piece of my heart there. So I'll grab the other guys.
Sounds
Hey,
good.
buddy.
Wow. So here's the extra special appearance that we had from somebody. Remember this guy? Who is this guy that's rolled in?
The old best bantam bowler that never actually turned out to something. Yes.
Yeah, one of the we did that in the recent podcast. One of the best.
Hey, I heard it from, I don't know whose voice it was, but it was one of the best, maybe the best bantam bowler of all time. So I figured I had to stop in and make an appearance.
Yeah. Anybody who out there who doesn't know this is Marku Luopa, right? Not Mark, right?
Yeah,
Marku.
Not Mark, not Markists.
Yeah,
it was Marku.
Yeah,
He's the brother. He's the brother of Marty, who threw a perfect game in 10-pin bowling.
Yeah,
Marty definitely turned out a lot better.
I love that's the bio.
That's how I get
brother
recognized.
of Marty, who threw a 10-pin perfect game. Not anything to do with 5-pin.
That's not doing good on the 5-pin universe side, but no, it's been I haven't thrown a bowling ball in I don't know how long, probably a decade almost, but
he's figured he's going to do a pro-am in Kelowna. We're going to go and we're going to play in Kelowna.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
He's going to host us all, and we're going to go down there.
Yeah. Oh, we got Rob down here.
We got
Gentlemen?
Parks.
Okay.
Yeah, good. There's Mark. There's
Hey, you guys, thanks for the shout out. I'm going to let the president take it over from here.
Well, thanks, Marku. Thank you very much.
Oh, great to see you, buddy.
Yeah.
Gentlemen,
how's it going, Robert?
Doing very well. I was pleased to see that. I wanted to thank Brett Hendrickson for giving me some motivation that last game, calling me a hot mess. I think motivated me to pull my head out of my butt a little bit there, and at least not throw another $150 something.
Who was it that said? Jana Moan said that you were a hot mess.
That's coming from Jana?
Yeah, Jana was chirping. She was
Oh, Jana, do you want me to talk?
What happened in the first game, though? $150? Are things a little nervous out there? You're under camera? I mean, I know you're not under camera and under pressure very often, so it would have been something new for you.
Well, I'm not usually asked to perform athletically with a camera on me, so, I mean, this is completely new to me. There's a reason why I just, bowl the way I do now. I used to be good, but that was a long time ago now.
Just a little side note. I did listen to some or the live stream today, and you mentioned something about your mom putting you on a diet, and and when you had to eat, when she can't eat, well, she was on a diet, and when she has to eat vegetable,
everybody loses weight.
Yeah, everybody has to eat vegetable soup. It's not like
Pretty
everybody.
well.
No. So if
Mom
the
goes
government
to
is money, the municipalities are done money. So it was a great segue.
Well, you got to keep things interesting in council meetings. They're not always the most exciting things to talk about. So,
percent is might come in handy out there with that last one. Hey,
a little bit.
Yeah, you got one more to go. The 10% to go.
How did you manage to get that deal?
They've seen me bowl before. They realize that I'm terrible. I'm a C bowler. These guys are all A's and B's. I mean, the only reason Scott isn't bowling with you guys in the big tournaments is that, he has a job and a life. So.
Ooh, that's a fairly good. That's deep. Right.
All right.
Well, Robert, you've another one of these longtime Sherwood Park bowlers. You've been around for a few years. Tell us about when you first started back in the day, YBC bowling Saturday mornings.
Oh yeah, I guess I was 3 or 4 years old. My parents asked if Chris and I, because Chris lived at my house at the time there, the Ginger King that's out there, we both went out and they decided to see if we could go bowling, and they didn't have shoes big enough or small enough for me at that point. So two-handed with my socks on. And God bless Shannon Roden, the most patient lady on the planet, to be my coach when I was a kid. I apologize. I should have been better than I was with the coaching I had, but there's only so much you can do with the athletic skill that I was given.
Yeah. Now playing Sunday night match play. What's some of the highlights? You remember some of your good matches, or some of the guys that you've enjoyed playing against? Obviously, you've played a few years, so there must be many guys that you've competed with.
Well, I remember for my highlight was probably when I was actually an A bowler. Believe it or not, I know you've watched me and you can't believe I was, but when I was an A bowler and young Tim and Dex were in the league, and I actually beat both of them in a night before. So I have to say those are one of those few highlights.
Wow. Who remembers? That's the thing, right?
We were in diapers, though. That's why I don't remember.
Yeah, well, either way, I beat you. I don't care if you were still a teenager. I'm fine with, if beating you as a child is still beating you. So
it was because you're left-handed.
I really hope they don't go back and make a sound clip out of that right now.
That's right. Vote Parks 2021. I beat children.
That's right.
You did say that in the group text that you had no problem kicking JD.
Yeah, I'm going to be, hopefully after this, I'm going to go up against my 11-year-old nephew, JD. I hear there's some bets that are prepared for this. I've decided to put up $20 against anybody who thinks I can't beat an 11-year-old. Let's just say I brought a couple $100 because I'm prepared to lose.
I think we're adding JD to lane 11-12 for the next
I think
game.
that's probably a smart thing to do because I know there's at least a few guys that are on those lanes right now that would love to be able to go heads up with that one and put $20 in the line.
Oh, wow. It sounds like I think fans will probably want to see that too.
I'm sure there's a few people who would want to see that one. I mean, you're talking about my highlights on Sunday. The rest of it's really just chirps. I enjoy chirping people more than anything else. I mean,
you are the king of it.
I may not be good, but my teams end up generally doing pretty well because I'm pretty rough on those poor C bowlers and B bowlers that are not against me. So
now, and your family's bowled. I mean, your mom and your dad have bowled a long time. I don't think they are anymore, but
yeah, I mean, well, that's how I got into the league. Was that my parents actually bowled with Scott and Wendy Wiseman on a Thursday or Friday night league way back in the early 80s, and that's where I got introduced to the bowling alley. Really, was before I even got to bowl. Was I got brought to the bowling alley every week. So
Fridays 9 p.m. and it was 6-player teams, I believe.
Oh yeah, and they went right till midnight. Sometimes they were late nights, which is awesome for like a 4-year-old being able to hang out to the bowling alley till the middle of the night. So
wow.
We don't question my parents, parenting skills at this point. So
Friday night, 9 p.m., 6 people on a team.
Yeah.
Like you're getting licked every week.
Yeah, licked every week. Yeah.
That sounds like Grand Prairie. Gerald Hafner was called us and said he needed a new shirt because apparently things got a little bit crazy up in Grand Prairie last week.
That does not surprise
and
me.
Robert Tompkins, we need to make a new shirt for Robert Tompkins. So love it.
So I'm supposed to mention about Chris being, I guess, some sort of inspiration to all of us. Has everybody mentioned this so far?
It's been mentioned, yeah.
Chris might be the leader of the pack out there. Is that what the thoughts are?
Yeah. They may call me the president, but the reality is, Chris is a leader. He's quiet. He's weird. He flies off the handle every once in a while, but he's a true inspiration. And as long as any reason can keep Henry with a shirt on, we'll be happy. So
yeah, that lasted pretty quick, right?
I know. Well, he looks like he's, like a jigsaw puzzle that's missing a few pieces there when he takes
Oh no. He is missing pieces.
Exactly. He's doing a little fist pump there, but the creepy mustache, the little zipper on his neck. They took a kidney. I'm surprised they didn't give it back when they were done. But
I think Robert's going to be a full-time commentator from now on.
I just want to see. We've got Mark Doss. Apparently, he's Mexican. I always thought he was Filipino, but all I know is if you keep those stairs like that, we should put a wall up or something here.
Robert, remember high score and all out there? What's the highest league average?
Highest league average, I think I threw a 253 here back in 01 for half a year before I had to go off to school. I know I threw a 240 something here the year before for the full season. And I think I threw a 241 at Bonnie Doon that year as well.
Nice. And then what about a high single?
410.
Oh, sorry, was that your high single?
No. I threw a 410 at Bonnie Doon, and I've thrown a 398 here a couple times. So unlike Danson Henry there, I have thrown a 4.
Well, somebody's got a triple, though. Mark
Does
Dawson.
he?
Yeah,
Mark-
starts with a turkey.
Wow.
Told you we should build a wall.
He lost his job. He lost his job.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, well.
I want to know when Hislop decided he needed glasses.
Well, I don't know. You're his cousin.
I mean, naturally, we've got no athletic skill. So, I mean, I still don't know how his kids have learned to be good bowlers. But, I mean.
There's
All right,
eating uncle. Oh, here he goes right
Is
now.
Mark going for the 4-bagger?
Mark,
He's going for the 4-bagger.
He can do it?
No, he cannot.
Ripped
He
the
got
corner.
what he deserved. He's lucky he got the corner pin. At least he can spare it up. That thing was a brick.
Absolute pocket
So-
brick.
So, Rob, can you tell us a little bit about what you do?
I'm a counselor for Ward 1 in Strathcona County, which happens to be where the bowling alley is in Sherwood Park. Been on council since 2017, and yeah, that's what I do every day.
Do you enjoy your job right now?
3 days out of 4. We're going through budget right now with council, so it's not always the fun part of the job right now, but it's important work that we're doing right now to try and keep taxes low and services good without driving ourselves too crazy while doing so.
So, big question: when is COVID going to be finished?
Never. Adam is unreal, but we're gonna hopefully we can get some good results from some of these vaccines coming out there, and we'll be able to get things a little bit more back to an old normal rather than this new normal, because this new normal isn't working for me. It's tiring. It's frustrating. I mean, it's bad enough looking at Dexter's ugly mug, but seeing that Dexter's ugly mug under a mask is just even worse. So
How is that not better?
well, I just want to know, it's good to know that you're
with my eyes now.
Yes, you've got fantastic eyes, Dexter.
Thank you.
I'm just glad that you stopped working out because, Fit Dexter was not a very good bowler. I think it's clear that Fat Dexter is a damn good bowler. Skinny Dexter is all over the place.
Was still way better than you've ever been.
I didn't say I was good at any point here.
Why are you bringing him into this?
It's like,
Like, my trash talk has nothing to do with how good I am. I mean, let's just enjoy Hislop throwing head pins. I mean,
Yeah, Ginger's got to make change on that lane.
well, he's going back to back on, lane 14 or 13 there. So let's see. Oh, he's even going to clean it up this time. That's good to see.
just glad he didn't go 5-deuce.
Oh, yeah. Who does that? Oh, wait, I did a couple times.
Chris did too.
So I guess we've got next. We're gonna have Charles coming in here. God help us all.
Yeah, Charles is the cleanup hitter.
That's probably all for the best. I hear he's been drinking here since 4.
He's been a little bit nervous and doesn't know, unsure of some of the questions, but yeah.
Well, as long as he called, I don't know why he thought he was, beer frame. I always called him the picket fence. I mean, tooth gap, tooth gap, tooth gap. He's the picket fence.
He is just warming up back here now.
Stuart Sacklock isn't around here. I'd be giving that guy a hard time too.
Actually,
Charles is in. Charles is
okay.
in.
Charles is going in. Are we going to do both of us?
I got a good joke. So for my wedding, my MC, my best buddy, he brought up a piece of firewood, and everybody's like, "Why is he doing this?" And he said, "Well, I brought this up, and it's a chunk of firewood that's probably, I don't know, 6 inches wide." And he goes, "I just brought this up because Charles might need a toothpick after his meal." Right? Oh, got such a good howl at the thing. So you're not the first guy to take a chance there, buddy.
We've looked at you. Of course, I'm not the first one to have said it. Before I leave, I just wanted to thank Tim and Dex for hosting this, as well as for hiring most of the Shoots family. Because, I mean, if without you guys, I don't know where they'd be. They likely would be living, somewhere in a box.
No problem.
And, being the Shoots Family Employment Center. So, good job, guys. Cheers. Have a gooder.
Thanks, Robert.
Thanks,
Take care,
Robert.
boys.
All right, until I get called to that thing later, let's how these scores are going here, guys. What's happening out there?
Now, let's take a zoom in here. Let's see what's happening.
So Doss, of course, the Mexican sensation, aka Filipino Doss, 163. We got a 72 from Chris Hislop here. Batting 100, we got Scott Rice here, who's on a one bagger, and old Henry No Shirt Shoots has got a 117. So not too bad. Good throw there, buddy, on Henry's side there. See if Chris can get a little bit too square on the middle here. So let's see if he makes a change. Yeah, let's see what's happening here. Yeah.
Charles, what was your first game? I don't think we.
I had a 228, which was 0.9 below my average there, Kerry, and then I followed that up with an open 8 and 9 frame and a 2-bagger and 10 for a 225. So if I could just put a little bit of a string together here, I would probably improve myself a little bit. But typical average Joe,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Charles. So we know you have a big claim to fame, as a lot of people don't know. You made the cut at TPC one year, and
twice, Kerry Craig.
Oh, twice! Holy, that's more
and
than me lately.
Kevin Clark in a round.
Who is that? Sorry, national champion Kevin Clark.
Yeah. He told me it was the worst he's bowled in 20 years. I beat him, and then I actually in the same tournament got to play Bruce Mortar and give him a little bit of a scare. So that was kind of a highlight. He had to throw. I think he had to throw. He went on a 5-bagger in game 3 to shut me out, either a 9 or 10. I can't remember, but it was something like that.
Didn't you tell Bruce Mortar you had big balls?
That was in TPC a long time ago that I did not qualify in, and we were playing sock bowling for money. And it was one of those nights where I had my 10th beer, and I think I won a $200 pot in sock bowling. And I did kind of what Mark did there, the old crotch thing, and said, "Who's got big balls?" And Bruce Mortar said, "You do." And I said, "Damn right, Bruce Mortar." That would be probably the 4th highlight of my career. Yeah. So I don't know if you want me in the other room yet, guys, or if you want me to stay.
Where did it start for you? Like, where did you start bowling?
So I am one of those bowlers that started because of YBC, because of the buddy tournament, guys. My neighbor friend down the road, I was from a small town in Alberta, Irma, which is a population of 500. The local bowling alley was in Wainwright back then.
Wow.
And I had a neighbor boy that asked me to go to the buddy tournament. And so I bowled in that. And of course, from small town Alberta, everybody plays hockey. And I remember I did the buddy tournament on a Tuesday. I was like 9 or 10. And then I went to a hockey tournament and I played 1 shift in 5 games. And I told my mom I'm done hockey and I want to play a sport that, if I suck, at least I can suck by myself. And I started YBC bowling. Huge shout out. Many people might not know this, but my first coach was Arnie Lightbody out of Wainwright. Real big inspiration, real good coach for me in YBC. And true story, when I started YBC, I was, 9 or 10? By the time I got to 12, the girl-to-guy ratio was 5-1. So I thought bowling was a real better choice than hockey at that time. So yeah, I met a lot of friends, a lot of good friends in bowling in the day. And yeah, I started out bowling in Wainwright. I did all my YBC career in Wainwright.
Nice.
Then when I got a little bit older and moved to, by that age I was 21, 22, I came to Edmonton. So I started bowling. I can't remember when I started bowling at Sherwood Park and Bonnie Doon, but those were probably, I started bowling in mid-2000s maybe back again.
Yeah, I remember when you joined. I said, "Man, we finally got an Asian to join." I was like, Han joined. We got an Asian guy. Finally got diversity."
Yeah,
and then he showed up. It was a white guy. I was like, "Oh, it's Charles."
Yeah, all you got was a fat European. There you go.
So, Rob wanted me to just double clarify that you did say that you can suck by yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, yes. Thanks, Rob. Thanks.
Yeah, he just wanted to clarify that was the sport you chose, the sport that you could suck by yourself.
I'd like to see. I forget to look at the comments here and all the
Brandy.
Oh no! He just made sure to come into the room to make sure I ask.
Charles has a fan club out there. I think that he's spread the word around, and he's got a couple comments out.
Well, just with the Brad Sinclair sighting.
My inspiration. She's my older sister, and I did tell her that I was going to be on the podcast tonight, and thank you. I appreciate this.
You're right, though. Brad Sinclair, you had a good comment there. That Charles can lay the ball down real early and still hit the middle. You do have a bit more of a unique style where you sort of give a push or a bit of a duck pin, or is that something that you've learned over the years, or you've thought about changing it, Charles?
We're bowling with the average Joes tonight. So like I was thinking about coming in here and we're talking about how I'm normally on this podcast. I'm asking a lot of questions because I'm not typical 225 to 235 bowler. That how do I get the average up, right? I do lay it down. I do sometimes not get it out there, right? Like we talk about ball rotation and we talk about all that stuff. And I always constantly think, okay, so if I move a board over, if I move like you probably saw tonight, like I was punching a little bit on game one, or I was a little thick on the middle and I can't spare my 2 pins, right? How do I get those strikes consistently? And, it's one of those ones where it's great to talk and it's great to think, but it's one of those ones that I find it's hard to adjust. Where you watch Dexter, Tim, Kerry, we watch you guys bowl, Daryl, even you can adjust within a game. I struggle to adjust within a game, right? And that's the thing I think that separates the 25 guys from the 250 guys. The 225, they'll get hot, they'll get some 280s in there, but then they'll throw some $1.90s in there, right? Because they just get stuck in the 8th frame, 9th frame, 10th frame, or even like frame 3 through 7, right? We'll get stuck and we can't fix it, right? And it's the same thing. And I find myself, if I start thinking too much, I know you're all going to laugh at this. If I start thinking too much, my game actually gets worse.
It does.
I got to free feel it, right?
No, I think that's something that even Dexter has mentioned many, many times, that don't think too much, right? From Dexter's game, whereas, the other guys, Tim or Kerry, you're a little bit more stand up in your shot and be ready before you're going. So there's two trains of thought there, right? There really is.
Yeah. So I find sometimes I either got to really slow it down to try to get, Henry, a little mad up on there, that one, getting a little physical there. But yeah, I either got to really slow it down or I got to just not think about it, right? And that's why they call the beer frame Charles, because I'll be honest, sometimes if I get a couple beers in me and I don't think about it and I just freewheel it just happens, right? It's when sometimes I get up there where you see Mark Doss, like if you watch Mark right now, he needs patience, he needs time, he thinks of his mechanics, and he throws, right? And that's the difference between some of us bowlers, right? And then you punch the right 3-pin like Mark. Maybe he should have went on the kicker on that ball.
No, he's
right?
not.
Who knows?
He's not happy with that. On a double 3-pin.
Yeah. See, this is typical average Joes here, guys. See, and I'm being serious here. See, you got a left spare, like a left miss in 6, strike in 7. He spares that in 6. His 243 here becomes like a 280, right? And looking at
Charles, bowling with you for the first half of your first quarter of the year, I found out that you overthink and then you start pushing the ball instead of staying aggressive. That's all it is.
Oh, and you talked about a highlight, Daryl. I will talk about the low light of my career. Getting drafted by Tim Wiseman on a Sunday night is a pretty low light. Back is sore. I think why my average is lower is my back is sore from carrying this team. Because I realize that some of these bowlers that you're bowling with on Tim, right? And speaking of Robert Parks, who's good at chipping or chirping. I mean, Tim's just I got to make sure the guy stays focused, get his head in the game.
Look at Len, right? Len just hates us.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good point, because your back must be heavy. You're in the B division and carrying the load. Oh. Tim's in the A division and getting his ass kicked about all the good bowlers in A division.
Like when we're playing No Fun Daryl, right? And Daryl's out there, right? Yeah. Dexter comes out. Well, we know that Tim can never beat his brother.
Dexter just pre-bowls 3 out of 4 weeks.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Tim's weekend knees.
I have pre-bowl 2 weeks, Daryl.
Yeah,
Two.
we're talking about pre-bowls, right?
We're talking about pre-bowls.
Yeah, and then Tim now is weakening his knees. He can't push to the line because he's always got to keep the fluids up, Tim, when you go see the girlfriend, okay? Keep the fluids up. Okay?
Yeah, she's watching. She's watching. Don't worry.
Yeah, well, yeah. Probably still disappointed. That's the sad part. So
What's left? Like, what do you like Charles? I mean, obviously, you paint the picture. Where I want to make an open team. I want to make a TPC cut and make a good run at it.
Yeah,
what's a bucket list look for?
Yeah,
Charles?
like I think I will. I've made a red deer cut, by the way, too, guys. Just want to point that out. Made a red deer cut. So really appreciate these tournaments for guys like us around the 220 to 235. It's still not overpriced for we can go give it a shot, especially when we do these $40 satellites and stuff like that. It's a good I'm very appreciative of the Sherwood Park Bowl because I get to know a lot of these guys. It's still fun to go bowl at some of these tournaments, right? You still, if you get hot for 8 games, you can still qualify, right? You still feel like you have a chance at making them. So yeah, like to me, I'll probably bowl 41, so I'll probably try for a few opens, right? If the ball's feeling right going into it and stuff, because they are, we know what, I come from a country zone where beating Edmonton's tough. So even to qualify for Edmonton is going to be tough, right? So yeah, that's an inspiration of mine, and just continually trying to do a little bit better each year, right? Like lately, my average has creeped up in the last 3 years, like 228 to 232 to 235. It's down a little bit this year, but Tim said it. I think I'm overthinking things, and I'm trying to carry a team, and so those are some of the goals I have. Is just the main thing is to have fun, and that's what I enjoy about bowling, especially with these guys that I'm bowling with tonight. Right, we're all out here to have a little fun. Even some of the top bowlers like yourself, Daryl and Carrie. Like I know you guys enough to know that I can shoot the shit with you, chat you up a little bit, make fun of you on comments on podcasts. I still think, Carrie, I will call this out. I still think I need a heads up challenge with you at some point in the next podcast sometime. Because I'm
pretty sure that we just, I think Steve Cummings, I think we just found our
challenge.
There we go. So next Tuesday, we got Carrie and Charles playing.
And you got it, Charles.
We can throw
$200 on the line, bud.
Yeah, that's all right. That's okay, buddy.
I love it. Yeah. 10% Tuesdays. Yeah.
But it looks like the game's done there, boys. So it looks like I need to go bowl a good game.
Just
here.
a final shout. Obviously to Charles, you have had some success. You've made the TPC cuts. You've made the Red Deers. You're one of the beauties that bowls in the Sunday leagues. We love having you around. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep competing. There's got enough guys, like you said. Dexter's out there to help. We're all here willing to give our 2 bits to help you make that next level, because we love seeing you play.
Yeah.
We love having a beer with you, and heck of a good guy. So.
And keep doing stuff like this. Like this podcast, guys, is going to get some of the people, like I'm looking at some of the comments and some people that used to be on, like Kathy Schutz used to be on my team on Sunday nights. This is great, guys. This is the stuff that's going to get people watching and get people interested. And I appreciate what you guys are doing. We need to get bowling back into the forefront on some of the Canadian sports things too. So keep it up, guys. And I appreciate what you're doing, Carrie, Tim, Dex, even though I hate giving props to Tim, but Daryl, you're not too. So more to Carrie and more to Dex. Okay.
We'll enjoy it. Good luck to you guys.
Oh, and cheers up. And if you guys want to pick a beer frame, you let me know which frame it is. We'll play it.
Frame 7.
Order me one for a grasshopper. 7. We're into the last game now. I don't think we can make them play a beer frame game 7.
Well, let's make it early then.
We can figure out a way. How do we get Adamson to? Do we add him into the lineup, or do we get him on lane 11, 12?
Adamson or JD?
Yeah, we'll get Adamson and JD to set up on one each on 11 and 12 for a game. Can you do that, Dex?
Yep.
Cool. That's great insight for a lot of the league bowlers, the under 250 players watching or whatever like that. These guys, they've been grinding it out for up to 40 years apparently, and they still love the game. They still play hard, and it's a pretty fun to watch.
It's awesome that you've got league bowlers, like you said. Every center across the country has these guys that we depend on and we want to have around, and they're so close to being the competitors and being able to make it to that next level. But for whatever reason, whether it's family or whether it's commitment or whether it's competitive, or Charles, like we said, is pushing it a little bit, right? There's something technical there. It's just not quite getting them. I haven't had the best career in the cash tournaments. So there's not like there's very many of us that have had a really good, long career. So.
No, for sure. And I think that's the thing with 5-pin bowling. Like, as good as somebody is, there's so many competitive players, especially like you said on the pro circuit. It's tough to stay consistently at the top, right?
Yeah, I like the fact that we just saw Robert Parks throw down $20. I think that's probably for a side bet against JD.
It is for JD. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks for Chris's play-by-play here. We got the score. So we got Chris Hislop with the 498. We got Rice with the 457. Robert Parks with the 417, but add in another 42. So you're going to be 460. Mark Doss is 522. Henry Schutz is 489, and Charles Hahn's a 448. Wow.
Well, my Mark Doss looks okay right now.
Yeah, and we got about $100 in the pot over there. Hoping nobody's the gambling police out there.
Okay, so JD is playing. Adamson isn't. Are we going to put? Do you want me to put up JD's score as well?
No, they can relay it to us. Or I guess if it gets close, do we want to? Or
it takes me 2 seconds. I can put it in the corner.
So JD's playing, or JD's just having a game. He's one of the guys.
Well, he's on lane 12.
Okay.
So.
Love it.
Also, what does JD get as his handicap?
That's between him and Robert Parks.
All right, done deal.
Yeah. Parks is like, I'll play you straight up, son.
Oh, man. Oh, he's taking some practice slides out there. He's getting ready.
He's dialed in. Happy to take ideas, though, about, future podcasts or future guests of, we've got a couple of good ones lined up coming up, but, happy to engage with the people that are listening and watching on a regular basis of who they want us to bring in. Right. And I saw, Carrie, you had added on the Patreon patrons there a little bit. So as we're in this little break here, anybody who love to get some support from a Patreon, you can be as little as, $1, $2 a month. Every little bit supports the 5-pin universe and this podcast and all the equipment that goes into it. I mean, all these cameras and, an extra little, we got a $50 bill into the game there. If you're not currently a Patreon, supporter, please, sign up and add a few bucks to the cause, and then we'll keep doing some cool things. And we're happy to take ideas. Kerry busts his butt and all the technology and buys all this stuff, and lots of guys who support and do lots. So a little bit of financial help would be great. Kerry, does that link work? I see a comma after the triple W.
That probably wouldn't work, would it?
No. So
Let
please
me, just delete that comment there, and I'll repost it.
So please, friends, anything you can, a couple of bucks a month goes a long way to future podcasts, future equipment, and what we're trying to do here for 5-pin. Lots of a good vision. Going across Canada, if we can talk to some of the Bowl Canadas and some of the associations. Happy to do more videos, and that'll relay in nicely into some of the future guests that we have coming up that we're just booking and some timelines. So
yeah, good. Exactly. Like everything that goes into that Patreon and All-Star Bowling, that all goes back into the subscriptions for these products, the equipment that we are constantly investing in, and hopefully to build a better product in the future, right? Nothing better to get high quality, produce it yourselves, and get it out there. You don't have to rely on TSN, CBC that don't seem to care.
Yeah, and there's lots of variety of outlets that you can post stuff on. Obviously, there's YouTube or there's Facebook, and there's a lot of work that goes into providing good content and quality content. So. Yeah, a little bit of help and a little subscription to the Patreon would go a long way. So
yeah, exactly.
So we're probably looking at another half an hour here, folks, that are watching and joining along here on the podcast. Just so you know, that we've done a 3-game block. We've interviewed all of our players out there. We're now going to set them up for a final game to go out there and play. It looks like they've got a mascot out there, and Chris's youngest child, Adamson's watching. And then JD is playing on lane 12, and there's some side bets going on out there. So we'll watch along and commentate this last game. These guys are loving it. I know that they really appreciate us doing this type of stuff, and these average Joes, mean a lot to the bowling world, and in order for us to keep doing what we do too.
Yeah, exactly. And Dexter added JD's score there from lane 12, so you can watch his score along. As I do believe he's playing Robert Parks, so
for $20,
yeah. There's JD's money apparently. Yeah. He bucked in. I want to see some fist pumps, people. I want to see some hands in your face. I want to know who wants this championship here.
Yeah, who are you guys cheering for right now?
Well, I got Henry, I think, in my bet.
Yeah.
So third frame is the beer frame.
Third frame's a beer frame. Okay, like it.
I have Doss.
Yeah.
But could you guys imagine out there? I mean, everybody watching. These are 6 of the beauties that you're playing with on a weekly basis. That and you're a 16-lane house, and they're on different teams. We got a great environment here at Sherwood Park. I know a lot of other centers do, in their leagues, and that's what makes bowling so fun.
Yeah, absolutely. That's the whole reason why I think we all play. Really, the competitive side is super fun, but that's it's this stuff in between that's awesome. JD starts with a strike, putting the pressure on Robert early. I think Robert may have given him 15 pins. I'm not sure.
Oh, Robert's not keeping his 10. Oh, he bombs.
Oh, Robert, where's the fist pump? Yeah.
Chris,
any comments about these their styles a little bit there, Dexter? What about some of the, from the average Joes? Can you point out anything that might maybe prohibit them from success, or where we?
Mark Doss over here, he's super smooth, but he kind of has this hesitation before he hits the top of his backswing, and it's gotten better, but he'll kind of pause up there and then drive everything forward, and it kind of screws his timing a little. His just needs to dye his hair.
Have I seen Charles spur corner? To be honest with you, I actually haven't watched Charles bowl. I just drink beer. It's all about me, Brad. It's all about me.
Yeah.
Henry has a bit of a unique style. He throws the ball really well, but he's one of the few guys that doesn't extend his arm.
Yeah, his elbow there, right? His yeah.
Out of all these players, if there's a guy that gets on a run, I mean, obviously Chris has the pedigree, but I think the guy that gets on the run the most is Scott. It's Scott, right?
Yeah, Scott, right?
I think Scott. I mean, Scott's the guy you want to worry about getting on a run, but
let's be fair here. Like Charles has played Wednesday. Used to be the pro league at Bonnie Doon and stuff like that, and he's made 3 cuts on the tour. And Charles has got game.
He might have, from a cash tournament, probably the better resume out of these 6.
Yeah,
and I think that's fair. Chris Hislop has obviously made couple of open teams, and probably the most competitive out of them all. That could be fair.
Oh, Chris there with a double plow. That's not good.
And Robert matches JD's strike.
Yeah.
So Henry got a 10 on the beer frame.
Oh, what just happened?
Well, I think we're getting excited out there. This is what I want to see, guys. I want to see some entertainment for some TV. We're sending this clip to TSN and see if they're going to, come here and want to film this on a weekly.
We'll get those score overlays fixed here for you guys. See, this is why we need more money through the Patreon, so we can invest
for Big Rock right here, right? Even keeps the commentators thirsty or hydrated. Hey,
we plugged AGD for 70 straight episodes, DB, and it never came through.
Really? Oh, bummer. Let's go Big Rock.
Yeah, they make AGD.
Yeah,
pay attention. Let's go, Big Rock.
You know what? We deal with a couple of breweries. Let me work on that. Maybe Sea Change Brewery, a couple of these guys. We'll start shouting it out. Brew House. Let's start name dropping everybody. Who want to get us a sponsor? Send us your products, sponsor.
Yeah.
Right. What do you make? Anybody do lashes out there? We need a lashes sponsor. What do we need? Massages or waxing? Tim, what do we need?
Yeah, lashes. Yeah, Cindy's on here for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we need some sponsors. Yeah.
Oh man.
You know what? We could have had Brian Randall out here too to bowl with these guys. Maybe we need to do a senior circuit podcast one day.
How long do we have?
Yeah, I'm only bowling one game. Only bowl one game. Yeah.
They're getting excited out there.
Yeah.
This is beer frame. This is the beer frame.
Oh, it is the beer frame. Yes, third frame.
Yeah, I think Henry owes right now.
AD has a.
It all comes down to.
Oh yeah, Henry has 10 in the third.
So it comes down to Chris here, I think.
Commentators get a drink too, Henry. Just so you know. Oh, here's Parks. Parks is on fire. Parks. Throw down a fist pump, Parks. We want to see some excitement here. He doesn't even know what's going on. He's confused too. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like Henry owes beer.
Look at Henry's going for the rounds.
Oh man.
So what's going on with you, Kerry? And let's hear about your league. You bowl on Thursday nights in league. Now that's a pretty good, fun league too, right? Bunch of good players in there.
Yeah,
how's
it's going pretty good. Obviously, before the shutdown here or whatever, but the last couple of weeks haven't been the greatest. But I'll try and get some practice in. I think I figured out what I was doing wrong. Averaging 260, I think, roughly around there. So a little bit better than last year. I think I was in the 250s, right, Tim? I don't really remember.
I don't look at. I'm over 250 now, Daryl.
You are, bud. Wow, big triple last week, did you?
Yeah, 950. Yeah.
Yeah, in a pre-bowl, Daryl.
In a pre-bowl, you know what? I was going to say the F word there, but pre-bowls.
I know. I absolutely hate it too.
I get it. It's part of the league this year and part of the rules, and you got to know it. But
I had an A5 meeting. I had a pre-bowl.
There's no pressure. You should probably got a sub.
Thanks for your service to the association level, Tim. We appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem.
Can you answer Kathy's question about a one-time donation?
Yep, you can definitely you sign up for it. It only charges on the first of the month, and then you can just unsubscribe. Unfortunately, it doesn't take one-time donations. It takes only subscriptions.
So you can say sign up for like $1,000 a month, and then
and then jump out.
Go the first and then bail out. Oops,
that's right.
We didn't cancel.
But if people want to make direct donations to 5-Pin Universe and skip the whole Patreon thing, you can definitely contact us and we'll figure something out.
So it looks like Henry owes the beer frame, and Rob Parks gets a chop on his turkey.
He was definitely unhappy about losing that beer frame.
Yeah. I think that, to be fair, Henry probably loses the most beer frames out there, hey?
Oh, the only one that would be close would be Jamie Simcoe.
Oh yeah,
there was
Wednesday Pro League. Oh, that poor kid.
He was making good money too, but he probably spent $200 in one night on a Wednesday.
Yeah.
I can't believe Parks just spared a chop off. He's right though. There's JD again. Parks plays for money. He's like, I'm in.
It's our tax dollars. It's our tax dollars.
Has he been sharking us this entire time?
Yeah. Throw some money at the table. We're good. Yeah.
And this goes towards his 10% too, doesn't it?
Oh, JD missed the corner there.
Oh yeah, for the overall for sure.
Chris, 3 out of 4 head pins in the first 4. That's not very fun.
Yeah, my pick isn't doing very good. Oh, Cherry
and a
3-pin, why don't you?
And a Cherry. Chris, time to retire, Dad. Yeah.
Oh man.
What's your guess here, guys? Who's coming out the victor here? We got Charles has a good start.
Mark is crumbling.
Yeah, Mark had all the potential in the world, and
it might be your Charles, or it could be Robert coming back with his extra points.
Chris is.
There's a big shot here.
Burning.
Well, right now, Robert would be in the lead, right?
Well, if he's getting
Charles it off. Yeah,
Charles is still in it.
Dusty.
Hey, did he sanitize his hands before giving a high five?
Automatic disqualification.
DQ.
Adam's tired of bowling. He's now riding a horse.
Hislop with a 3-pin, 5 through the hole. Hislop, start cheering for your son. That's about what you got, man. Pack it in. There goes JD. Wow.
He's got twice his dad on the 6th frame.
Now,
or 5th frame.
Have you ever consider or any thought, 5-pin universe, what more content that we can provide to the bowling? As in, there's the intercity, the YBC intercity. Do they get together and maybe not this year, but the U Challenge roll-offs? What more can 5-pin universe look to be hired out to do that? Obviously, it's time.
So that's a great question, Daryl, and that actually has already been contracted.
Good.
So 5-pin universe is contracted right now to do the live streaming for the Youth Challenge and Alberta's Open Provincials.
Okay. So the U Challenge and the Open. Gotcha. Yeah.
At this point in time. If COVID lets us.
And from a live stream standpoint type of thing, or where they and that's a cool conversation, obviously, for where can we take bowling as far as the editing of videos, the commentary, you got a bunch of volunteers doing stuff like this now, but at some point, from a professional standpoint, there should be a value to things like this, the WCBT and the contract, right? So that's cool. I'm glad that you're doing that.
Mm-hmm.
We can do more, and and that's where the funds for the 5-pin U can keep adding equipment and editing and some of that software, right?
Exactly. The more money obviously gives you the more options to get better equipment, better live streaming stuff, and eventually post-production on, like, say, a WCBT finals and stuff like that. Like, there's a lot of options out there. Once you have the equipment, it's getting to that point. Everybody has an iPhone. You can live stream to Facebook, but to get these overlays and audio in and stuff like that, it takes time and some learning, right?
So what do you suggest?
Hold on 2 seconds, guys. 2 seconds. JD just went chop spare, and Robert just went 5-5. Huge opening.
Yeah, but he's a frame behind. Robert is.
It doesn't matter.
So 1 point difference. 1 point difference.
Wow.
Big swing. Big swing. Continue.
Ooh, Charles just had chop on a triple and cherried it. Scott Rice just throws a triple. We got they're close in here, man. Scott's going to be the sneaker. I bet you he's going to rip another, like, an 8-bagger here to finish and win.
That guy can throw strikes more than I've seen anyone. He gets on a roll. That guy just lobs strikes. It's unbelievable.
Charles is clearly a professional, because only professionals cherry the 3-pin.
So, Carrie, a little plug there. We contact, obviously, you, or who does somebody contact if they want to know more about live streaming their event or editing some video or a contracting or something like that? That's and I think it's important to where do we go and where do we go from here?
Yeah, for sure. So there's contact information at 5pinuniverse.ca, or they obviously can contact me personally through Facebook, Twitter, any social media that I'm a part of. Everybody knows who's a part of 5-pin universe and stuff like that, and they'll get the information to where it needs to go. We've had lots of contact across Canada about which programs we use personally, and which the WCBT uses for the last 5 years. So that information is out there, but obviously we are more than willing to help out. There is some proprietary stuff that we won't share, but there is lots of live streaming stuff there that we've done that we've moved beyond, but we're willing to share to other people that are just starting out.
Love it. Good.
I do want to point out, how long have you known Scott for, or Will, Daryl? And he can't spell your name right out of all these years.
Oh, yeah. All these guys. Well, I was always the singles bowler, and they were always the teams guys. So we really weren't really that close and really friends, right?
Yeah, you're too good. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
The cool kid.
Well, that was back in the day where you could keep your own score, though. So really, not a computer counting there. It's your own handwriting and math. Well, JD's getting an extra 15 pins.
Oh, so it's a 1 point difference then.
The JD's $1.80. Charles is running them out.
Yeah. No, there's Scott.
Scott's giving it to him.
I think at the end of all this, we'll count them up and we'll bring in the winner and just chat with them.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You would have been unbeatable.
Scott's laying the boots to him.
Wow.
Oh, JD throws another one. Okay, so Parks needs this one. He's on a strike.
I bet Parks hits one on the line soon when pressure hits.
No, he's got it.
Oh, you could hear it. I could hear it from the front party.
How come he's not dropping it 2 feet before the foul line?
Oh, he did. He did.
No,
I could hear it.
hit one of the foul
Hear it from the office. I love it.
That's why that burned through. There was nothing on it.
Hey, Brad Sinclair, he missed another corner. Charles missed another corner.
Oh, Parks
big corner spare. Big corner spare.
Parks and JD are in a serious match here. Hislop's he might as well
pack it in. Oh no.
Do you know actually who has the lead right now? It would actually be Robert.
Any comments from anybody out there that wants to give some advice to Chris Hislop? I think that he needs any sort of advice he could get from anybody out there that wants to tell him.
Either don't wear shorts or get shoes that aren't white because his legs blend straight into his feet. It's weird.
Do you know what? Actually, you know what killed him? Is he swapped his shirt. That was bad karma.
Yeah, right.
Bad juju. Look at me. I have a WCB t-shirt.
Oh, Weber. Weber. Where did you come from? Why is he still? You're right. Why is he still bowling? We don't know either. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, Hendrickson. You coming for the match, or you want to be part of the average group?
There was an Adam sighting.
I think that Hislop should go topless for the last frame or two.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, no, please no.
Yeah. Weber go topless.
Oh, see. Look at that, Rice. I told you, Rice is going to finish with an 8-bagger.
But that's what he does. That's what he does.
Like he's 720 right now for the triple.
Wait,
it's over. Robert. Parks, this is a big shot for Parks, and he also gets the 10% too. Remember?
Yeah.
Oh, JD's gone miss, clean. Parks pitched. A little fast. He gives himself the shot too. Yeah. I know, buddy. I know, Rice.
Yeah. Parks' athleticism is really getting to him right now.
Yeah.
Too many games in there,
Look at that follow through and post by Dawes.
But Dawes hold his pose, and it looks so sexy. For a Mexican, it looks so sexy.
Slider for that's big.
Yeah,
that's 45. That's 45. He's only down 6 then.
There goes chicken wing.
Well,
he's up on Scott right now too.
Ain't no thing like a chicken wing.
Ain't no thing like a chicken wing. Yeah, he does. Dexter, you need to work with him a little bit and get that arm straightened out.
Henry? Oh, I tried. Lost cause.
Yeah, TV shot now, Henry. TV shot.
Yeah. That's the second time he's shooting for this.
Hey, don't make fun of Henry. He's going to be upset, guys. His mom's watching.
You're totally right, Kathy. Yeah.
That's good. Henry, that popped up while he was bowling. Literally mid-ball. Scott Rice sucks balls.
There you go, Scott Rice.
A little wiggle on the 3-pin.
Does that leave an opening for the 10% Parks?
Yeah, but why is Dawson setting when it doesn't matter?
Parks can bang out, I think, and have a chance here maybe with a.
Yeah, he's got 63 bonus points right now, so that puts him at almost 700 on the nose.
So I can't believe you stuck around for this whole time. Or did you go and have a little nap for the last hour? I know you're getting up there.
I think that should shut out. Oh no, I was looking at the wrong person.
Yeah, Robert's getting 64 pins
64
right now.
pins.
Yeah.
So so he's at 711 right now.
Yeah.
So it'll be close. He has a chance to squeeze it out. Ooh. Good last game by Scott.
See you there. Scott's a 769, so he needs a 70 pin bonus. So he's got to get to 700.
Do you think our national champion's the worst bowler tonight?
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, look, like that follow through, he almost slapped himself on the side of the left, like his left cheek.
His up and down is a little. Goes up and then down a little jagged. He's got to make that smoothed out, I think, a little bit. Big shot here for Parks.
Oh no! Oh, that could cost him so much money.
Oh, but he's
got like a bunch of bets that JD would beat him.
251. Oh no, JD's 236. He does. He's gonna win. Wow.
JD just needs 15 to win. He doesn't even need that.
He's got a bonus 15.
Yeah, he needs to hit a pin.
At 51 already.
Yeah, he hits a pin. He's good.
How about Charles just came sneaky back with a triple to throw a 290?
What? Holy crap.
There's the sneaky Charles.
If he picked his corners, he would have been fine.
Yeah. Yeah, well done, Charles. Well done.
JD's already won. He just got to stay behind the line. And that could give the final win, even with the 10%.
JD won.
Scott Rice.
I think we all go with JD to come back. Hey, guys? I'll be right back.
Robert Parks finishes with a suiting 666. and Scott's literally just writing Darryl for the sake of screwing with Darryl over and over and over.
Oh man, well that's good bowling. 769, that's solid.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, and JD's got almost 250 there for the win. So and there's some money transferred and a little bit more money transferred. They must have owed each other money. That's not gambling.
Yeah, that was loans or something.
Just, like paying back debts. Yeah.
Let's just move that out of there. Oh, that's great bowling. There was a couple 730s in there, and these guys know how to play.
Oh, absolutely they do. They just don't do it enough, honestly.
Yeah.
And they're out for exactly what this is just a good time.
Oh, and we got the champ coming back here.
Look who we got. We got the champ.
Hey, man. Good work, buddy.
Thank you.
How much money did you make off of him? I mean, Monopoly money. How much Monopoly money did you make off of him?
$15 from Scott.
15 bucks.
Nice. Robert, how much money did you lose?
I lost $60. I needed to beat him by 15 and we tied.
So no problem playing under pressure, hey? The money game, let's go. JD's in. He's a money player.
So a couple years ago in nationals at Oshawa, we were playing Quebec, and there's this one kid who was Mikhail Mador, and he was averaging over 200. And the 10th frame, I threw 3 strikes to win the match.
Awesome.
7.
Nice work.
Good work, buddy.
And you drew on that experience for today's match against Uncle Rob and all the guys out there that we won 20 bucks. So what do you want to do in bowling? Tell us about your big goals. What are we going to do? We're going to opens, masters. You want to play some cash tournaments and WCBTs. I mean, you're playing lots these days. You're shooting really good. You compete with the big boys already. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Probably qualify for TPC at least once or more.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
Charles made it twice, so you gotta shoot to beat him.
make it to a couple nationals.
For YBC nationals or any nationals.
Yeah, any nationals.
Nice. So do you remember your highest single, highest triple? Tell us that.
Can't remember what my highest triple is, but
741.
741. My highest game is 315.
No 308. It's 308.
I'm pretty sure we were interviewing GD, not Chris in the background, but
Better than my own.
Yeah, no, 308, and it was at Bonnie Doon. In the Youth Classic. And my highest triple is a 741. Yeah, 741.
right. Now, you want to give a shout out to anybody out there? I mean, your mom, your brother, any of the buddies across the province that you played against that you want to give a little shout out to some pals you play with?
Want to give a shout out to Bradley, Titgat, and Kilnor.
Cool. Well, you got a good future ahead of you, JD. So keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on working hard, and we'll see you out in the circuit for sure later on. So good job today.
Yeah, good work, buddy.
You made some people some money, and they're pretty happy with you. So well done.
Thank you.
Well done. All right, you're up, bud. Adamson, you want to say hi?
No, you're good.
Good.
Thanks, guys.
All right, you're good. There we go, team. What a good night.
Yeah. Awesome, guys.
I can still hear all the noise going on out there. So
yeah.
Awesome. Well, that was a great one. Something different. Hopefully people enjoyed it. We had quite a few viewers for most of the time. So next week, I think we're going to try and do a challenge match on Tuesday or a Wednesday. I guess it doesn't really matter, or even a Thursday. See what works for everybody.
I think we've already got that match set, don't we, Kerry?
I pretty much got to put Charles down now that he called me out. So
that was called. So Kerry versus Charles first match, and then the winner will play Steve Cummings.
Sounds good. I'll make up the poster for it, and Charles, if you can send me a selfie so I can add your face to it, that'd be good.
Just take the filter, bro, man. For Michelin, man.
Awesome, Daryl. Thanks for bringing everybody in and doing all that. And Tim and Dexter, thank you for setting up all the equipment again.
Thank you. Special shout out to Patreon member Thomas Roskovich. He did so much work on our dime yesterday, setting up, getting the scores directly onto the screen rather than using cameras and hacking into our system, and he's pretty awesome. So thanks, man.
It worked pretty good for the most part.
Yeah, it jumped out every once in a while, which is weird, but whatever. It's worth it.
That's technology for you.
Yep.
Yeah. We've had really good comments too from all the people watching, right? So that's great. Keep it coming, people. Keep letting us know what you want to see and what you want to be, what we'll do for you, and we'll, aside from the one frame topless bowling, but there's a lot of things that we can do. So it's fun to be part of. Good job, team.
Yes.
Yeah. Thanks, everybody. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Awesome. Tim, you can wake up now.
Have a good night, guys.
See you guys.